Some might say it's cold. Others, like myself and my partner, we say this is football weather as we welcome you to chilly M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Baltimore Ravens. On the visitors' sideline, Steeler head coach Mike Tomlin. His guys, well, they're struggling at this point in the year. Just 2 wins over their last 7. His counterpart on the Ravens sideline, John Harbaugh. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front of the home crowd. 3 quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. They'll be led out by their highly decorated quarterback, Aaron Rodgers.
I remember watching him in college and seeing a guy that you knew had great potential, but I don't know that anyone knew that we would see how he would blossom as an NFL player who will go down as one of the all-time great quarterbacks. Can make every throw from every angle with terrific mobility, and he knows how to win games, always in contention for a championship.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. A short one there to Freiermuth. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it second down.
Well, you get a look at their key inactives for this week's game, and Charles, clearly you don't want to have any of these guys unavailable, especially when you're where they're at fighting for a playoff spot.
I agree, because the postseason is on the line. So you've got to overcome the injuries and find a way to win. And the only way to do that, the guys available have to step up. What's that mantra in the NFL? Next man up. This is their opportunity.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Now we get to see the punter, Corliss Waitman.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here.
Number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
So this is what we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball, run it inside, everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. Derrick Henry all alone.
Now look out to the 20.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry,
his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are on the board first here this afternoon.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Tyler Loop now for the extra point.
And the Ravens lead at 7-0. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points.
Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession.
And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Throwing is Rodgers.
A short one there to Freiermuth. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 8.
Rodgers now to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Holding offense.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Now Rodgers.
That's caught right side. It's Warren.
And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
The Waitman now to punt as he sends this one away.
A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
The Ravens offense led by their running back headed out for the 2nd possession. And he has made his presence felt in the ground game already in this 1st quarter. They might very well lean on him the rest of the way.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
Stopped in his tracks and given a loss on that play by Patrick Queen.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hopkins.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 10. Brings up 3rd and
They'll try and run the option to pick it up.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Well, so much for that possession.
Yeah, I think he tried to do a little too much there, partner. He tried to keep it himself. Ended up getting buried in the backfield, and that brings up 4th down.
Here's Stout to punt as he boots this one away.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here.
Still in the 1st half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st.
That's good for a Steelers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
From the gun, a give to Gainwell. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Now run straight ahead with Warren. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
Call it a gain of 14 for the 2nd play in a row. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
A handoff for Warren.
They juked him.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard
They really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down.
Trenton Simpson firing in and sticking him for a loss.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Throwing now is Rodgers. Caught. It's Wilson. A gain of 8 there on the play. And now it's 3rd and 4.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Working from the gun. Rodgers. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Roman Wilson.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Steelers are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Partner, remember that old film of Peyton Manning going through the route tree with his great receivers in Indianapolis? I think we're seeing the results of the same type of work here today. These guys know each other so well, they don't even have to call the play. They can just look each other and know the route that's going to be run, and usually the connection is perfect.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are tied at 7.
Chris Boswell.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Ravens offense and Derrick Henry set to take over once more.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
Jackson now. He finds Hopkins complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 9.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt.
Formation for the Ravens.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Completes it to Austin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his 1-on-2 matchup.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Buchanan on the coverage.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And he finds Austin complete.
Rodgers pass.
3rd and 8.
To Calvin Austin. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. He'll find Gainwell out of the backfield. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. On 4th down, Corliss Waitman on to punt. And he's getting a workout here in this 1st quarter as he gets it away. This is taken around the 12. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The home team's offense and their running back getting set to go once more. He's got a rushing touchdown in the game already as you check to see where he is ranked in rushing TDs coming into the weekend. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 7-7, our score after 1. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jackson, option right. Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 64 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Well, we've certainly seen this before, CD. No one can quite electrify a crowd like Lamar Jackson, and really don't know what else to say other than that was special right there.
I think you pretty much said it all, but I go back to what you said about electrifying a crowd. He's also electrifying us, and we're calling the game. This guy's simply sensational.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They start the drive here with Gainwell. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's Rodgers to throw. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
It's a gain of 14
The first catch of the ball game there for Metcalf. And a first down to boot.
First down. A gain of 14. First down, Pittsburgh.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. So from just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 9. Here's Rodgers. Catch made right side by Wilson. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. On the give, it's Warren. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 57 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
That's good for a Steelers first down.
That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
That's another Steelers.
On the run, it's Warren. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From the gun, here's a run by Gainwell. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
A 2-yard gain.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers.
19-yard line.
So nothing doing there. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd down and long.
To throw is Rodgers. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll hit the deck, but he did not get there.
Chris Boswell on for the field goal. A 34-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A short throw caught by Andrews. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field, and that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Try the right side with Mitchell. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 3rd and 3.
It's now 3rd down.
Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll try the right side with Henry. Running right through it. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Again, it's Henry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Off the option, here's Henry. He can't get him down. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their number 1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that. And that really chips away at your confidence.
And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll run. It's Henry. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
3 yards. That's another Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
To throw is Jackson. Going for Bateman. He's got him on the out route. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Baltimore first
They'll
down.
motion the tight end across the formation.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
That's good for a Baltimore first down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Now it's Jackson. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Steelers force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again.
They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen and put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He's going to lead this for his running back. It's complete.
2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Rodgers.
5-yard line.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Now it's Rodgers. That is caught. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Offense.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Throwing is Rodgers.
He'll check this one down to gain well.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
4th down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt.
A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The home team's offense and Lamar Jackson set to take over once again. Now this defense has got to be searching for answers right now. It's been his ability to make plays on the ground here in this first half that's really giving him fits.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2.
Throwing is Jackson.
He finds Bateman over the middle.
Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here's Jackson to throw. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
That's another Baltimore 1st down.
And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here.
2nd and 10.
Now it's Jackson. Going deep for Hopkins.
And oh, that would get a wide-up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up. They're looking deep here for Flowers.
And this is going to be intercepted.
It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Steelers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown on a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. The calendar now reads December.
Second half begins with a run by Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
You get a look at their key inactives for this week's game, and Charles, clearly you don't want to have any of these guys unavailable, especially when you're where they're at fighting for a playoff spot.
I agree, because the postseason is on the line. So you've got to overcome the injuries and find a way to win. And the only way to do that, the guys available have to step up. What's that mantra in the NFL? Next man up. This is their opportunity.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to kick it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here, 3rd and a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Here's Warren. And it was a stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. 72 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at their 48-yard line.
Now Rodgers. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. The veteran Kyle Van Noy in there to drop him. It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. A short one there to Freiermuth. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough.
A gain of 3.
So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Ravens. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Henry running right. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
It's a gain of 27 yards.
In motion, the tight end.
First down.
They go play action now. Jackson. Bateman's got it on the crossing route here. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective,
Those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game. A 4-play drive spanning 80 yards.
And it's Rashad Bateman who finished it all off with a touchdown. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Throwing now is Rodgers. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Trying to find Calvin Austin, but it'll be 2nd down.
At the 21-yard line.
Rodgers now to throw. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Mike Green showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line.
So now out comes this offense led by their quarterback as they take over once more. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with ways to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those opportunities into big plays.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Jackson now. And this complete to Mitchell.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
A gain of 11 makes it 3rd and 1.
Jackson will keep it. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th. The Ravens send their punter out now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Now a 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers.
That's caught right side. It's Warren.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. On play action, now Rodgers. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Rodgers.
A quick target here, complete to Metcalf.
Well, that'll get them the 1st down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll run it. Warren. Oh, look at the juke. That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 114 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. Here's Rodgers to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Wilson. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
And the Steelers first down. First and
To throw, it's Rodgers. And his throw is incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
And darn right, they did something to disrupt that timing.
Rodgers going to throw. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down. To throw is Rodgers. He'll try and do this himself. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Aaron Rodgers taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Steelers are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter.
Hey, you're down on the scoreboard, but now your offense is in close, and this is where, as a quarterback, you say, I've got to make a play here. Doesn't matter whether it's a pinpoint throw or a scramble like this one. He takes matters into his own hands and delivers a touchdown run.
And this one is caught. So they come up with a 2-point conversion, and that makes this a 1-point game now. Well, I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Inside handoff, Henry. And at a 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And the Baltimore first down.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. They keep it with Henry on first down. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him then? Oh, no, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free. but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First down. First down and goal to go.
But they've certainly not shied away from throwing the footballs. They've leaned on their quarterback to start this game. 4 straight passes right out of the gate, but that last one earning them a new set of downs.
Yeah, he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
2 things to watch. First, his strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
Jackson. Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now they'll bring one of their tight ends in motion right. 3rd and goal, Jackson. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Intended for Mark Andrews.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is going to be recovered by a member of the offense, but whistles come in. Remember, on 4th down, that becomes a dead ball if anyone other than the fumbler himself recovers. So it'll come back to the spot of the fumble, and that will mean that's going to wind up being a turnover on downs. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. A big opportunity to tie it with 3 or take the lead with a touchdown. Their defense definitely did their part with that pivotal 4th down stop. And they'll begin on the ground with Gainwell. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
I think what we just saw their partner was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
Now a run with Warren. Through the middle of the field. Now look out. And he is finally brought down at the Ravens' 32-yard line. 173 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
A gain of 59 yards. First down, Pittsburgh.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Completes it to Austin. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Everybody was coming on the blitz that time, and they got home.
And you know the expression, hat on a hat, in terms of blocking, trying to keep your quarterback protected? Well, if you don't have enough hats, that's the end result. Your quarterback goes down, and sometimes he goes down hard.
So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And able to get this out to the 25. This offense making its way back out, led by their running back. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Jackson. Over the middle, complete. It's Henry. And this offense on 3rd down today, they're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 4. To throw is Jackson. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th.
In punt formation for the Ravens.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He has a chance to hit that often elusive 200-yard mark on this drive.
And most of the time during a game, people aren't keeping track of individual statistics.
Are you sure?
Well, a lot of the runners kind of know. But I'll guarantee you someone has sent word into the offensive line that he's got a chance to get over 200 on this drive. That should give them a little extra motivation because they love it when backs break that barrier.
Absolutely. We'll see if he can do it.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now Rodgers.
34-yard.
This one finds Austin out right.
It's a gain of 8. And the Steelers first down.
Now it's Rodgers.
Austin is there and brings in another one.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
That's another Steelers.
Throwing is Rodgers.
Out route, and he connects with Freiermuth.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
22 more yards. That's another Steelers.
Now Rodgers. He finds Austin complete.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Austin. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 18-yard line.
From the gun, a give to Gainwell.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
That's good for a Steelers first down.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Rodgers now to throw. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
DK Metcalf. A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Steelers have broken our tie and have taken a fourth quarter lead.
Extra point now by Boswell. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told.
And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
In motion left is Hopkins.
Now they'll fake the jet sweep and run up the middle with Henry.
And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. He's going to let it fly. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers have just about sewn up this football game. Pittsburgh offense making their way back out. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
Intended for
Here's 2nd and 10.
Incomplete. Marlon Humphrey on the coverage.
Rodgers to throw. He'll find Metcalf. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
A gain of 12. And the Steeler first down.
Now run straight ahead with Warren. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Running a jet sweep. This is Austin. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Obviously, Charles, such an important, well-executed touchdown, and that caps off what has been a strong second half. Remember, they trailed at halftime.
And how about the response? That's the type of thing that every team talks about before a season begins. Don't worry about the scoreboard at the half. Let's play strong in the second and come out and take the fight to our opponent. They did exactly that, and now they have the lead to show for it.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14.
Ravens 21.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. And now the spike comes with 28 seconds left on the clock. Here's Jackson. Connecting with Andrews. And this is not going to be what they needed. They get a few here, but now 3rd down as the clock runs.
3rd and 4.
Now Jackson.
That to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Rodgers will take a knee here, and that should be all she wrote.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Steelers, they move back over 500 at 7-6. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, it's a potentially fatal blow to their playoff chances as they drop to 6-7 on the year. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.